God you're still here.
I would have thought you'd have been waiting for me, Allison.
I'm sorry, really, I'm sorry.
All right, then what is it?
Mrs. Buchanan, I understand everything that you've been through, having your newborn baby kidnapped and then having everyone think that it was you. I've been with you constantly. Believe me, I understand what you've been going through.
What are you talking about?
I never meant to hurt anybody. See, I've led a very sheltered life before Mitch, and only someone as naive and stupid as me could ever have fallen for him.
I know all that. Go ahead.
See, Mitch, well, he drugged us, and he made us do things that we never would have done.
Will you get to the point, please?
Mitch programmed me, Mrs. Buchanan, when I was first his disciple. He set in motion something so powerful that it continued on beyond his grave, and I couldn't stop it. I wanted to stop it, but I couldn't. See, I would hear these voices in my head, and then I would just end up doing things.
Allison, listen, my life is falling apart right now. I could lose my children and my marriage is over. I do not have the strength to deal with this. I'm sorry.
No, please.
No, I'm sorry. If you need help, you go to Dr. Wallach and get it. Don't come to me.
Please, Mrs. Buchanan, please. Forgive me. It's imperative that you understand that this has been just as unbearable for me as it has been for you. It's probably been worse for you because she was your baby, and I know that it doesn't make me any less guilty.
What are you saying?
Oh, Mrs. Buchanan, I don't care what happens to me anymore. I just can't let them torture you anymore. I know that Nikki Smith doesn't exist because I'm the one who took your baby, Jessica.
Many times I said to myself, only Mitch Lawrence would be capable of doing something like that.
Mitch knew all about Nikki Smith. It was his plan that she be blamed for the kidnapping. He bought the wig and the dress and everything. I didn't want to do it. I tried to stop myself. I would sit there with that wig in my hand, and I wanted to throw it away. But I just couldn't.
Dear God in heaven.
I'm responsible totally for the kidnapping through Mitch. But you see, he never told me what to do with the baby once I had kidnapped it. So I took her, and that night I tried to return her to Lanford, but it was surrounded by police, and I panicked. I was terrified. I took good care of her. I know it's no excuse, but I wanted her to be happy.
But you dressed up like Nikki to bring her back.
Well, I didn't want to do that either. I knew that it would implicate you, but she wanted me to.
She? What do you mean she? Is there someone else involved?
Yes, and she is the one who put the suitcase in the trunk of your car. I have felt only compassion for you. I never wanted to destroy your life like this.
Then who did?
Don't slow down, damn it! Do I have to drive?
Look out!
I cut through the Banner parking lot at the next corner. We'll hit the back streets until we get out of the city
Jimmy,
limits.
I don't want to do this.
Once we get out of Lambview, we'll be
Jimmy,
fine.
I can't do this.
Shut up, Diane! Damn it, I said speed
I'm
up!
driving as fast as I can, Jimmy.
Wait, Diane, let me drive.
What are you doing? Look out for those people.
Who? Who did it to me? Who ruined my marriage? Who? God, Allison, are you all right? Can you hear me? Allison!
Nikki, what happened?
Maria! Did you see it? That car hit Allison. He didn't even slow down.
Is she dead?
We have to stop.
Keep going.
We just ran over that girl.
Shut up and just keep going. you slowing down?
It was a stop sign, Jamie. What if a car was coming?
There was nobody there. Just keep going.
We have to go back, Jamie. That girl could be dying. She could already be dead, just lying there in the parking lot.
You swerved, you rammed right into her.
Me? It was you. You were the one that put your foot on the gas pedal. You killed her.
You're the one behind the wheel, baby, not me. You're the one who took Dorian's car.
You're the one that promised nothing would happen.
I'll tell you what, if you get caught, feel free to blame it on me.
They'll catch you, Jamie, and I hope that they keep you in jail forever.
Long gone with the lady anonymous.
Oh, what if somebody called the police? What if somebody's following us? What if somebody got the license
Shut up
plate
about the
number?
cops. All we have to do is stay cool.
What if something happened to Dorian's car? What if it's dented? She'll figure it out and
Figure what? That you masterminded the escape and then ran over some poor pedestrian? Maybe you'd like to tell her the truth.
blackmail me.
You wouldn't want to do that, would you? Dorian would know what Diane was really like. I mean, you've got too much at stake. A great place to live, a great future. Practically Dorian's daughter. You wouldn't want to risk that.
I care less about what happens to me.
I care about one person. Believe me, he's not going to jail. It's his mother. He doesn't like confined spaces.
Well, neither do I.
Well, then don't get any bright ideas about going to the cops. Listen to me. We're fine. We're in the clear. No one is following us. There's a wooded patch up here. I'll get out, and then you drive back to Dorian's garage and check out the car. If it's okay, then great. If not, then you've got to drive to Philadelphia or someplace else far away and get it fixed. And then just erase everything from your mind and go back to sponging off your old pal.
I really despise you, Jamie.
Yeah. Join the club.
No, my life is just fine, and then you come along.
All right, slow down. This is it. We're coming to it. Any questions?
Rot.
Last warning. If you tell anyone, Diane, I mean anyone about this, I will come back and pretty little Diane will be one very dead girl.
Breathing. Go and call an ambulance. Tell them to hurry up. Go now. Honey, Allison, you poor child, can you hear me? Allison.
Oh.
Shh.
Buchanan?
Yes, honey.
You all right?
Yes, I'm fine. I don't want you to talk. You've been hurt.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Will you ever be able to forgive me?
Of course I can. Honey, listen, you're bleeding. I'm gonna wipe it up.
Oh, here, this is...
What are you waiting for? Go and call an ambulance.
All right. Who was that?
It's nobody. It's just a friend. She's going to get help for you.
Oh, you did understand what I said, didn't I? About how I had to kidnap you.
Honey, we're not going to talk about that now, okay?
I'll tell you now, I may not.
Of course you will. You're going to be all right, Allison. Don't talk like that.
Mitch made me do it. I never wanted to hurt you.
I know, honey. You told me. He programmed you.
Yes, he used hypnosis or something to make me kidnap the baby and wear the wig and the dress.
I know, and he was going to ruin my whole life. I know that.
No, it was Mitch only wanted to hurt you. It was that other person, the person
Who was the
who
other
put the
person?
suitcase in the car.
Who was the other person, Allison?
It was
who?
the man back there saw everything. He's called in the hospital.
Did he get the license plate number?
Oh, I didn't even think to ask him that. I'm just so worried about her.
What's wrong?
Vicky,
What?
please listen.
What's the matter?
Allison, please just stay calm. The ambulance and the police will be here in a minute. I have to talk to the police.
Yes. Oh, my
Right
God.
away.
He's going into shock.
Please, it's too cold. It's too cold.
You're
No,
honey.
no, don't let him touch me.
What? Honey, you have to save your strength. Now, don't
Sound
talk.
delirious.
No, save your strength.
Come here. Come here.
What?
Let Maria come near me. Don't leave me alone with Maria.
What is she talking about?
Don't. I don't know. I think she's going into shock. I maybe she's... Allison? Allison! Vicky, what? Is she...
No, she just passed out.
Damn it, I said speed up!
Driving as fast as I can, Jamie.
Diane, let me drive.
What are you doing? Look out for those people! Jamie!
Oh, my God. I hit her so hard. But it wasn't my fault. It was Jamie's. Maybe I could tell the police it was an accident. No. They'd want to know why I didn't stop. Then what could I tell them? Maybe I can get away with it. Maybe I got lucky and nobody got the license number. Oh, why would I get lucky now? They got the number all right. Someone did. And I'm heading right back to Statesville. My God, I'd rather die. Hi! Oh, Jeannie! Hi. What are you doing? Oh, just cleaning some mud off the bumper. Boy, talk about compulsive. Well, I didn't want Dorian to be sorry that she loaned it to me. Well, she's not going to care about a little mud. Well, I didn't want her to think that I was taking advantage of her. She's been so nice to us. And you know, my mom always used to get real compulsive about cleaning whenever she was worried about something. How was your date? Oh, it didn't turn out the way I expected. Aha! The guy was a real creep. Let's go. Real creep, huh? Yeah. Sure thing. Oh, lonely. Okay.
If she comes to in the ambulance and asks for me, I'm Mrs. Buchanan. Would you tell her I'm on my way?
Sure thing.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's go. One minute, please, Mrs.
No,
Buchanan.
I'm sorry, but I have to follow her to the hospital, all right?
Captain Moore just called on the radio. He'd like to talk to you and you too, Mrs. Roberts.
Oh, yes.
I'm not going to be able to tell you or him any more than I've already said. It was dark. I didn't see the driver or the license plates, nothing.
I understand, but I'd appreciate it if you'd stay. Excuse me a second. Sir, would you mind coming over to the squad car? I'd like to take your statement.
It was amazing. That guy never even slowed down.
Maria, just a minute. Something has just occurred to me. Now, what on earth are you doing in the parking lot of the Banner just when I was meeting Allison?
I was on my way to see if Tom wanted to have dinner.
Tom quit the newspaper. You knew that, didn't you?
Oh, yes, of course he told me immediately, but I just assumed that he gave you 2 weeks' notice.
You're lying.
I beg your pardon?
Why don't you try telling the truth for a change, Maria?
For a change?
Yes.
I resent that, Vicky.
You're lying. I'd like to know why.
How dare you accuse me of
You
lying?
know what I think? I think you knew that I was meeting Allison.
And you know what I think? I think you're being ridiculous.
You followed her here, didn't you?
Do you want to tell me what the purpose of this inquisition is? I mean, what actually are you trying to say?
Allison was very afraid of you. Maria, why did she panic so when she saw you?
I'm just as upset as you are. Watching Allison getting hit by that car was horrible, but that doesn't give you a right to accuse
If
me
you're
of
that
lying.
innocent, Maria, then stop lying. Tell me what you were doing here.
I told you. I was hoping to meet Tom. Yes, I know that he quit, but I didn't realize it was immediate.
Why was Allison so afraid of you?
Well, I don't know. She was in shock.
She was terrified.
I've only met the girl a few times.
Ah, but she knew you very well, didn't she?
I lied to you?
I don't know, but I'm quite certain that you are lying.
Point of impact was over there, Captain Moore, and the victim's person was thrown over here where the chalk mark is. No skid marks. No. According to the witnesses, the perpetrator didn't slow down. The car was swerving back and forth in an erratic manner.
Witnesses?
Yeah, Mrs. Victoria Buchanan, Mrs. Maria Roberts, and Mr. Sidney Bascom. I have Mr. Bascom's statement.
Any positive ID from Bascom?
No, sir. Red car with Pennsylvania plates. That's all he knows.
Oh, Mrs. Buchanan. Mrs. Roberts.
Hello, Captain Moore.
Yeah, Mrs. Buchanan, you were right next to Allison when this happened.
Yes, I was as close as you are to me.
Uh-huh. Can you tell me what kind of car it was?
No, I'm sorry. Look, Captain, the whole thing happened so fast. That car came out of absolute nowhere. The headlights blinded us, and quite frankly, I don't even think Allison knew she was going to be hit. Now, how is she? Have you heard from the hospital at all?
Yeah, they called in from the emergency room by radio. She's alive. I don't suppose you got the license plate number, did you?
No.
Where were you, Mrs. Roberts?
Well, I was getting out of my car right over there. I'm afraid the license plates were a blur.
Make of the car?
Well, I don't know. It just sort of all blends together.
It was
But it wasn't expensive.
It was a sports car, a red sports car.
All right. Tell the patrol cars to look for a red sports car that might be damaged. And I want you to put on an APB for any stolen cars in the area, red ones. Contact all the body shops first thing in the morning.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Captain Moore, can I have a word with you, please?
What is it?
It's about what Allison and I were talking about just before she got hit by the car.
Can it wait?
No, it cannot wait. It is very important information regarding my daughter's kidnapping.
Go on.
Okay, Allison wanted to meet me here in the Banner parking lot. She insisted. Because Allison is the one who kidnapped my daughter and brought her back. And she didn't do it alone.
By me again, please.
Yes, Nikki Smith had absolutely nothing to do with abducting my daughter. Allison Perkins confessed to me that she stole Jessica out of her crib, and then she later returned her.
And she said she had an accomplice, right? Who?
Well, that's just what she was about to tell me when the car hit her.
So the accident happens just before she tells you the important details.
Yes, but she tried, even after she was hit, she tried to tell me.
Mrs. Roberts, did you hear any of this?
Don't you believe me?
Well, look at it from my standpoint, Mrs. Buchanan, please. I mean, this accident could not have happened at the worst time, could it?
Well, then we'll have to find a way to prove it, won't we, Captain?
Mrs. Roberts, when Allison got hit by the car, did you hear any of this?
Well, as I said, I was getting out of my car, and I really couldn't hear anything.
Well, how about after the accident?
She seemed to be delirious, but I don't know Allison very well, and it is known that she's somewhat unstable.
That is ridiculous! Captain Moore, unless you have an absolutely closed mind on this, you have to believe me when I tell you that Allison Perkins confessed to kidnapping my daughter.
Mrs. Buchanan, you know the law better than most people. You know I need a corroborating witness.
I'm sorry.
Allison Perkins kidnapped my baby, not Nikki Smith.
Well, Officer Roselli seems to have things here pretty much under control. What do you say you and I go by the hospital, look in on Miss Allison?
But what if she's not conscious?
Well, then we'll get a warrant to search her residence to see if there's anything that links her to the kidnapping. I'm trying to take this seriously, Mr. Buchanan.
I would very much like to believe you, Captain Moore. And I will talk to you later.
Miss Buchanan, can I give you a lift somewhere?
No, thank you so much.
I'll keep in touch.